Today we have episode 1 of the FC25 Manchester United career mode. For this save I'm going to use Erik ten Hag. This year United are not going too well and I do feel sorry for the guy, so it's time to win some trophies with Ten Hag. Let's see how we go. If you want to see more episodes, keep leaving your likes, make sure you subscribe as well. You know how the first episode goes, it's usually the maintenance stuff, the pre-game settings, and then we might play a match or two just to get things started. So this year there's a lot of different settings that we need to pay attention to. So this game has transfers active, but you can also disable transfers. You can disable the first window. You can do only transfers, only loans, and a transfer embargo as well. We're not going to do any embargoes this year. We're just going to keep it active. Scouting can now be turned on or off. There's training plans, so we can turn that on. We can do fixed rate, always full. I guess I'll leave it on. Difficulty level, we'll start on world class, but we'll see how we go. I might bump it up or I might even have to go down. I'm a little bit rusty, haven't played proper career mode in a long time. Financial takeover, we're not going to do that today because United does have a decent budget already. And board expectations, strict, harsh, no sacking. I need to turn no sacking on because I know with this game, I'm going to win the quadruple and I'm still going to get sacked because I didn't sign a player from Australia. Leaving it on lenient doesn't mean that the game won't sack you. So I'm going to put no sacking on. I'm never going to lose my job. In terms of half length, we'll play 5-minute matches. Difficulty world class. Youth tournaments, we'll make them quick, 3 minutes. And youth player quality, we'll play at their current overall because I want to see if the player is actually good enough to promote. If I play on full potential, then he's always going to be good in the youth tournament and I'm going to think he's good. And then when I promote him to the senior team, he's not going to be good. So we'll do current overall. Wind effects will be medium. Weather effects will be on. I do like the simulation gameplay at the moment. I don't think there's a need to change that. Training plan recovery rates, I'll leave at default. Training plan availability. It's not my favorite feature, so I'll leave it on manual plus automated. Choose whether to enable or disable the pre-match training drills. I'll leave it on, but I don't think I'll be playing the pre-match training drills. For development rate seniors, I'll leave on normal. For development rate youth, I might put it up to fast. We might get some good gems coming out of the academy if I increase their development rate. Next up is transfers. We already spoke about this, so I'll just leave it like that. Scouting will be on. Search players will be on. Scouting speed star players, I'll just leave it on instant. And scouting speed general players, I guess I'll put it on fast. I'll turn international job offers off because it's a Man United career mode. European competitions will be on. This year they've got the upgraded Champions League and Manchester United are not in the Champions League this year. They're in the Europa League. And we finally get to start the career mode. We are loading up a new beginning. Even though I said I didn't mind the career mode menus this year, as I start to look at it more, as I start to play around in career mode, I'm sort of changing my mind about this. I think this home menu is way too simple. The background is uninspiring. Where is the table that I can take a look at where my team stands? This is just changing things for the sake of changing things. Bring back the old menus for FC26. Now we need to take a look at our team strategy. I think I like gegenpressing or counter-attack football. But with gegenpressing, you need the players to do it. I think I'll just leave it on standard for now. Let's see if we can get any coaches on board. We need all the help we can get. This guy looks pretty good. I guess we'll put him as a goalkeeper coach, maybe a defense coach. He's got 5 stars. And then we've also got this guy here. We'll put him as an attacking coach. We'll put this coach as a midfielder coach. And then we'll put this one as a goalkeeper coach. We can always change this and upgrade them as we go. This is just to start things off. I don't even know if they really do much, the coaches in the game anyway. Let's get familiar with the team. We've got Xerxes, Bruno Fernandes, Rashford, Mainu, Casemiro, Ahmed. I'm going to have to learn how to pronounce this guy's name properly. We've got De Ligt. We've also got Martinez, Dalot, and Onana in goals. We've got Ugarte, Eriksen, Maguire's there as well, Lindelof, Anthony, Garnacho, Højlund, Mount and Shaw are part of the reserves list. We have FCIQ this year and so far I haven't really noticed much of a difference with FCIQ, but I guess if you've got any tactics you want me to use, maybe send me the code and I might try it out because I'm not the best tactician in career mode and maybe using one of the community creations would help me out in the game as well. We're going to leave Bruno Fernandes as the captain. It seems like Fernandes is doing most of the set pieces as well. And we'll leave the instructions the same here for now. Let's check our youth squad to see if there's any gems at the moment. A lot of 50 overall players, 161 overall. This guy is 14 years old with a height of 5 foot. I need to see how they grow in this game because apparently they grow now. Alright, so there's youth development plans. So it tells you how many weeks until a player increases his overall, which is good. Let's check the objectives here. So youth development is critical. Sign at least 3 players younger than 20 years old. I guess we don't even have to care about these things anymore because we're not going to get sacked anyway. We've got a Community Shield game, a Premier League game against Fulham, and then Brighton. And then we play Liverpool after that. We've got some expiring contracts that we need to pay attention to before they go down to 6 months. For the training plan, I like to keep most of the starting 11 on balanced or recovery because they're playing most of the games. I like to put the subs more on performance focused. I do need to change a few players around here, so I'm going to bring with me Luke Shaw. Højlund will also come as well. Mason Mount can come for Johnny Evans. We don't really need a spare goalkeeper. How many times do the goalkeepers get injured in the game? Very rarely. I guess I'll bring Maguire, and that's how I'm going to start. We've got a new message from Bruno Fernandes. Let's see what he has to say. Greetings, boss, on behalf of the whole team. Welcome to Manchester United. Well, it's not really a welcome because Ten Hag was here last season, but we've got plenty of work to do, definitely. In terms of transfers, if you've got any suggestions, leave your comments. I haven't really got a short list at the moment, but if you want to see me make some big money signings or bring some players in, leave your comments and we can help increase the quality in the team. I don't want to sell anyone until I bring in some quality to replace them. Otherwise, we're going to be left with no players. And once we start playing FA Cup games and mid-season games like the Europa League, we're going to need some depth. This social media feed is not the best. Look at this. You know, it's the same photos, just change the jersey and the player face. This could have been so much better as well. I thought the social media was going to be a bigger feature, but it's just basically the news tiles with comments underneath the photos now. I guess we should take an offer here for the preseason tournament. This tournament seems to be the easiest compared to the other two. We're going to play the first preseason game because I need to see how this team plays. We are versing Torino, and there's the presets. They play a counter-attack. We do have pre-match sessions. Can I simulate these? No, I would have to play these, and these give you play styles for your players for the match. For now, I won't do that, but let me know if I should. So we'll start on World Class. We'll play a 5-minute match, and this is just going to be a game to test our players, test out different positions, see if the formation works. We need to see who's going to score our goals, all that kind of stuff today. Let me know if you like this camera angle, or should I zoom in more? I want to give you guys a good camera angle. Yeah, I mean, this is world class on simulation settings, and this team is dropping back a lot. I know they play counter-attack, but they're sitting real deep at the moment. Let's see what we can do here with Mainu. We're going to offload it to Xerxes, who tries to get a shot off, but they defend. Mainu, Fernandes, up to Rashford, who's got some space to shoot. Rashford lets it fly, good save. Maybe I should put Rashford up front as a striker. Bruno Fernandes does a nice Maradona spin. Bruno Fernandes looking for a space to shoot, and the keeper with the save. Some promising signs so far early on, especially with our attacking players like Fernandes and Rashford. They've been doing alright so far, but the shooting hasn't been too good. Yeah, I haven't even bothered with any of the player roles so far. I don't think it's a feature you even need to worry about too much. I still have to take a look at all that. I'm just playing crew mode like there's no new features at the moment. Here's Xerxes. He's going to have a hit. I like Rashford and Ahmed so far. They're doing alright. They're pretty good with the dribbling, pretty pacey as well. But we're really dominating this first half so far. They're really sitting back. As you can see, you can just flick it around them. I don't know if I should even up the difficulty at the moment because things seem a little bit too easy. Bruno Fernandes skips past one. And here we go. There's the first goal. I think it's a little bit too easy, even on world class at the moment. The simulation settings really, let the AI down. But you know what? It's a warm-up game. This is why we do pre-season, to test out different settings and things. But so far it looks like I need to go up to Legendary. But you never know. With this game, it makes you feel like you're going to win the game. And then the AI magically wakes up and scores 4 goals in the last 10 minutes. So we'll see how we go, but I don't know if I should play with 2 strikers. I'm feeling like a 4-4-2. They're just sitting back. I can just go in circles. Nice work by Mainu. And now we go up to Xerxes. The problem is when I pass it up to Xerxes, there's not much support for him. So he just has to hold it up. I don't know if I like that. Sometimes I like to play with 2 strikers, because you've got that support there to lay it off and run. Fernandes again. This is Mainu. Xerxes makes the run. And Xerxes with the shot, and he hits it. It hits the side netting. We'll bring in some players now. We'll bring in Anthony as well on the right. And we'll give Mainu a bit of a break. We'll bring in Mason Mount. Let's get some players on the field. We're going to kick it out of play. Every time I try to kick it out of play, they don't kick it out of play. Come on. Kick it out of play. Why are they keeping it in the field? I might have an assist on at the moment. I've got to turn that off. I have to check my controller settings, my gameplay settings as well, because I'm trying to kick the ball out for the substitutions, but they won't kick the ball out. So there's definitely an assist on. At this rate, the ball isn't even going to get out of play to do the substitutions. Here's Xerxes. There we go. We foul a player finally. This is the only way to trigger the substitutions, and it looks like this guy is down for the count. POV camera. Let me know if you like these hypermotion things. That's a red card. Are you joking? Wow. Okay, lucky it's pre-season. I guess it was a pretty bad tackle. That wasn't even my fault, because that was the only way to trigger the substitutions, because the ball wasn't going out of play. So really they should, remove that red card, because that is a EA game error, not my error. Anyway, here's Rashford, who skips past one. Let's go to Xerxes. And there's the goal. I thought I put Højlund on. How come Xerxes still there? Anyway, it's good to see Xerxes score. I thought he was offside. But I did put Højlund on. I'm not sure what happened there. Maybe I didn't save the changes there, but pretty sure I did. I'm going to bring in new signing Ugarte instead. I was going to put in Mount, but I'll do Anthony for Ahmed as well, who's had a good game. 2-0 up in pre-season after 74 minutes. Is this a fake video? I'm not sure. Here's Ahmed Diallo to Xerxes. First time hit. Good save by the keeper. Fernandez whips it in, and that is not a good corner. These wind effects, man, I might have to turn them down. Oh, look at that skill move. This is a fake video. Vapex pulling off skill moves. Martinez to Anthony, who plays it up to Højlund. Doing some skill moves again. Højlund. He's still got it. This AI is not very good today. Good save by the keeper. I think I'm going to bump it up to another harder difficulty. Maybe legendary. Ugarte. He's going to have a hit from distance. Ugarte, oh my goodness. Almost scored a banger on his debut. After the first game, I've learned that we need to up the difficulty. And we need to maybe change formations or not. I'm not too sure about that yet. We need to get some transfer targets. But so far, so good, you know. Decent, dominating performance. We'll see what the future brings. Ten Hag looks pretty pleased. Pumping the fists. Casemiro has been suspended. Looks like he does miss the next game. So we'll make changes there in episode 2. Let me know what you think. Leave your comments. What do you want us to do? And I'll try to do some things in episode 2. This was just basically the introduction, bit of pre-season action as well. You know how episode 1 always goes. I hope you did enjoy the video. If you did, make sure you leave a like and remember to subscribe and hit the thumbnail in the middle to watch another FC25 video.